We're live. Fuck what you heard.
Oh, hi.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, little hobbits. Fool of a duke.
Andy can do a really good voice like that. Sweet.
Oh, fuck yeah. You ready, Noodle? Is your body ready?
For lawbreaking.
The law. I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd say that.
That was his catchphrase. I hate
I knew you'd say that.
I knew you'd say that.
No, pissed me off more than him was the villain. Oh my god.
I loved Rico.
No, he messed up so many good parts in that movie.
We'll get to this.
We had that imitation Lucy Liu chick. Or was it Lucy Liu? I don't remember.
It's racist, I think.
Yeah, seriously. Like everybody knows that a villain needs a hot Asian chick who, even though she had no training,
No plot.
no
story.
plot, no training, no nothing.
No.
She knew fucking.
We'll get over this later. Stop it.
massive karate. She was whooping a judge's ass.
The best part was when she put her tits together. That was it.
It's not inaccurate.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're not wrong, so.
That was the most screen time she got.
She like started playing with her tits for whatever. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You saw that. See, I wasn't the only one. He started like talking all evil stuff, and then she got like hot and wet or something, and she just started playing with her tits right there.
I was like, oh my.
Alright, so we're ready?
We're ready.
Is your body ready?
My body
No.
is a wonderland.
Body.
But my body's telling me no.
Alright. So here we go. I guess in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Noodles here, and today we're back with another podcast.
Took long enough.
Joining me here live in Heavenly Haven is none other than Danny motherfucking Cooper.
Look, Danny had to step away. All right, see what I made when I created a wall. I created peace. I created the judges. This is my future. Believe me. Get out of here, Donald. Fuck up. Okay. All right. No. Hey. Hi. Sorry.
Hello. Also joining us here in this wonderful tropical paradise is none other than C Squared. How are you doing, buddy?
Hi.
Hello.
Did he just die?
And also, we were able to pull him away from his very busy schedule is none other than VicVictory, luchador extraordinaire.
Can he claim that title since he lost last time?
I mean, I guess, but he's working on his self-esteem, so isn't he a winner in his own eyes?
What's his dad think? Rude.
Anyhow.
Sorry.
The homework assignment for this week was none other than Judge Dredd,
which now
1995, starring Sylvester Stallone, Diane Lane, Max von Sydow, and Rob Schneider, of course, because he's in fucking everything.
Oh, especially in the 90s.
In the 90s, everything was Rob Schneider. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the regular podcast assortment that we normally have. We're gonna start off with a little bucket of doom, and then move on to. Hey, you hold the fuck on, and then we move on to some video game news, and then finally, spoiler alert. So let's get started with a little bucket of doom.
What the
Doom.
fuck?
Fucking doom. Bucket of doom.
Oh god, music is okay. Sorry, Facebook started screaming music at me, and I wasn't sure what was going on. I'm sorry. I thought you had music queued for the bucket of doom. I was like, how are you doing this? Are you a wizard?
I'm a lizard, Harry. All right, so for those of you at home who don't know how to play Bucket of Doom, shame on you. But essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get I have a giant deck, big black deck.
Huge deck. I've
Cards.
seen it. It's the
Huge.
best deck I've ever... Deck.
Deck. And it's hundreds and thousands of useless items from around the world, and I'm going to give each of my little misfits here one of these useless items.
Deck.
And utilizing only that useless item, are they going to have to get themselves out of a terrible, dangerous, or horrifying, embarrassing situation? So, gentlemen, are you ready?
No.
Oh.
Are you ready for the Thunderdome?
My body is chrome. My blood is gasoline.
Hey, witness me. All right, so Corey, your useless item is Jesus' sandals. The sandals.
That's
Or
not
Jesus.
The chanclas.
That's no Jerusalem cruisers are completely different.
Vic, your useless item is an electric toothbrush, and yes, it is fully charged.
Ooh.
Whose?
Are you gonna put that up there with the pickle? The cute. Well, it's a pickle now.
Wait, whose item is that?
That's yours, Vic.
All right.
Jesus, bring your phone closer to your face. Get some self-service,
I know.
man.
I have ear. No, it's all right.
And Danny,
Yeah.
your useless item is a top hat.
So I look like
So,
J.P.
gentlemen,
Morgan.
I need to know how utilizing Jesus' sandals, an electric toothbrush, and a top hat you are going to get out of this situation.
All we need is a petticoat, and we got a cosplay.
Let's go.
Being the broke bastards that you are, but crafty nonetheless, you decided that you're going to make your own Viagra pills. You take one, and oh God, you have had an unrelenting boner for over 4 weeks, and it will not go away.
Unrelenting.
So Vic, I need to know how Jesus' sandals are going to help you get rid of this unrelenting boner.
I don't have Jesus' sandals.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I'm
That's the game, I
sorry,
do.
Corey, you have Jesus'
Well,
sandals.
I have you know, I'm
Really?
gay for Jesus,
Oh my God.
and I'm gonna get off through those sandals.
Oh my God.
That's my secret weapon. You might find that particular page of the Bible stuck together.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
I don't know if I should allow that because, I mean, one would assume that if you had taken Viagra, that you would have already come several times in, like, the past 4 weeks. So you just
Oh my God!
So since all you're getting is paper cuts on your dick,
Oh my
Give it
God.
the chancla.
giving it the chocolate. All right, Vic, your electric toothbrush. Dazzle me.
All right. So, I decide to massage my boner with a tooth. Okay. And I see that it's not working. So then, I open the toothbrush, take out the battery, and zap my dick until it gets numb and soft.
Holy Jesus! Holy Jesus, the sandals.
Okay.
All right,
Oh shit.
boner killer by electrocution.
Yeah.
Unless you're into that thing, then that wouldn't help you. But
I used to put those square batteries on my tongue.
I didn't think that's where he was going.
Danny.
Yeah.
I didn't think so either. I thought he was gonna say, "Well, I'll put the square batteries on my dick." Zap the fuck up. That's how I got through my last relationship. She'd be like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Hang on a second, baby. Clear."
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Danny.
Yeah.
I need to know how your top hat is gonna help you get out of this situation.
I mean, isn't it obvious?
No.
The Monopoly guy uses the top hat. J.P. Morgan, who ironically looks like the Monopoly guy, uses the top hat. And I'm just going to stare at that top hat real hard and just wait for my penis to deflate, thinking about J.P. Morgan and the Monopoly guy. And if that doesn't work, then the Monopoly guy is going to pop out of the hat and give me a get out of boner card. Free.
I like that. Sounds Sounds very, very plausible.
So we got Corey,
It was gay for
who has
Jesus.
decided to embrace his unrelenting boner and just glue all the pages of the Bible
Oh my
together.
god, dude.
You have Vic, who's given his penis electroshock therapy in the hopes of banishing the demon.
It's like the Green Mile.
And you have Danny,
Oh, God.
who's sitting naked in a room, staring at a top hat, fantasizing about J.P. Morgan and the Monopoly Man.
An old wrinkly man.
I would have to say that of the three, that if this isn't your thing, if it's not your fetish, zapping your dick repeatedly with electricity will probably be enough to bring down the boner. If anything, the chemicals keeping the blood in your boner will get like fried all to fuck, and you might hit the restart button on your penis. So Vic, you get the point.
That's fair.
So good job, Vic.
All right.
Look at you. You're back in the game. Back in the game.
Back in
I
the
like how
saddle.
at first,
That's what you're into.
you failed, and then you recouped and you made yourself a winner. I like it.
Yeah, because I knew I was thinking about the thing.
I just wanted. I want to argue
I'ma
the
just do it
logical
anyway.
part of the batteries, but you know what? I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let Vic have this one because I'm gonna rape him anally in the movie scene.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
Danny,
Yeah.
are you ready for your next item?
Oh yeah.
Danny, your item is a penis pump.
Yes.
Much like Austin Powers.
I swear it's not my bag, baby.
Vic,
No.
you have a tub of margarine.
Oh,
A tub of
Yes.
fake butter.
that's fucking gross.
I'm assuming they mean like a container, like what you would
No,
normally
I want-
put in your
No,
fridge.
like a tub, like a Betty Crocker
I'm getting
tub.
getting a 20-gallon Rubbermaid tub of margarine.
He's
Alright,
in a
so that's your choice.
bathtub of melted down margarine. Oh my god, it'd be so hot.
Corey, you have a Mr. Potato Head, and all the parts are intact.
What?
Yes.
That's not even. Hold on, that's not even possible. That's not even. That's not
It's
even
brand new. It's
real.
out of the box.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I still feel like I won.
So,
This is
gentlemen,
a victory today.
I need to know how using a penis pump, a 20-gallon fucking tub of margarine, and a Mr. Potato Head is gonna save you from this terrible, horrifying situation. You find that after your terrible Viagra incident, that you've been having nightmares, and if you fall asleep, Freddy Krueger will kill you.
Oh.
You've been awake for 5 days and you just can't keep your eyes open anymore. So, Danny,
Yeah.
how is your penis pump gonna help you stay awake and fend off Freddy Krueger?
Are you ready for this one, friend?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna penis pump myself. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna penis pump my eyeballs to keep them open.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh no.
Oh, that sounds painful.
That sounds fucking terrible.
And you know, if they pop out a socket, that's fine, because then I can't close my eyes and my brain can't go to sleep.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
You
I'll
said
deal with that.
you said close my eyes. If my eye socket's out because of my penis, or my eye's out of socket because of my penis pump, then my eyes aren't closing. Duh.
Vic, do you have a giant tub of margarine?
Alright. This is
It's your
so-
only weapon against Freddy Krueger.
Wait, am I awake? And
Yeah,
he'll get
you're
me when
awake.
I'm asleep.
This is what
Yeah,
keeps you awake.
Yeah, you'll sleep. You'll
All
sleep.
right. No. So what I did was I lubed myself up completely with that margarine. Got before I did that, I got stark naked.
Right. As
Dumped
one would.
myself in that margarine. Fell asleep. So I'm in the dream with Freddy Krueger. And I just slid under his ass like Wii Bowling to the song Fireflies, and I'm out of there.
Wait. The objective is to stay awake, not fight Freddy Krueger.
No, he just said, "How do you fight off Freddy Krueger?"
No.
I slid under his.
You have to keep your eyes open. You have to stay awake.
Oh my god! I'll just freaking play freaking bobbing apples, but with margarine.
Ew.
That's fucking. Like, you can't even dunk the apples. You just throw them in the tub and they go.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna help because if I put my head in there and just try to hold my breath, I'm gonna be awake because I'm trying to suffocate myself. I don't want to die.
You're like face planting into a tub of butter.
Yeah, every 5 minutes.
What the fuck?
Sometimes I try to open my eyes, but it doesn't work.
You're like you got butter smeared, keeping your eyes closed.
Yeah, God, that's good.
You're gonna fall asleep faster because you can't open your eyes.
No, I'm trying to open them under butter.
Under butter.
butter.
Oh my god. See, when you're saying this, I picture it as like solid. It's not hot. It's not melted down. Just facing the margarine.
It's like a brick.
Yeah.
The brick.
Well, I mean, at least the pain will keep me awake, and then I'll hit it eventually until it becomes liquid form. So it's a win-win.
It's got butter and blood in it, you know, just whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so Corey, you think you can do any better with your Mr. Potato Head?
I'm gonna use the arms to prop my eyelids open.
I like how you went really PG on this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's not PG about smacking your face into butter?
All right, so the only thing that I have to say about this is, although Corey, you did kind of prop your eyes open with the arms. I mean, that's only going to last so long, you know, before they fall down and you're trying to find them on the floor. You're delirious. You know?
Yeah, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, and it's gonna be pretty bad. So I'm gonna say no, Vic. And I feel like you could have done so much more with the Mr. Potato Head. Like
I didn't have Mr. Potato Head.
No,
I'm not
he's
talking to you. I was a segue.
Oh.
Because what I would have done with the Mr. Potato Head was fully assemble the Mr. Potato Head, right?
Yeah.
Like toy, but he always has extra parts, right? Because he has like the different eyes and the different mustache and all the other shit, right? So I would have taken all the various other pieces and had them pokey side up all over the ground, and then I would have attempted to shove the intact Mr. Potato Head up my anus. It would have failed terribly, but every time I would have fucking dozed off, I would have landed on those pokey up pieces, or I would have sat down further on the Mr. Potato Head, causing me to jolt awake in pain until somebody
or push down.
Ooh, whoa.
Yeah, or push down into the potato head, and then I got like the ears trying to invade my anal cavities, and then that would have been fucking terrible.
That's a lot of thought.
Yeah, and it's a fetish, so don't fucking judge me, okay? So the tub of margarine, I'm gonna have to say no to that, because
no.
They in Freddy 1 in Nightmare Before Elm Street or Nightmare on Elm Street 1, she was in a tub.
Yeah.
But she fell asleep.
She fell asleep in the tub, and she was dragged underwater in a drowning situation before she managed to claw her way out of there. You would have fallen asleep, and as you're falling into the butter could have surrounded you and made you suffocate in the butter, not letting you go because you're sleeping.
And then you die.
Fine.
Now, if you would have said that I'm going to attempt to eat the entire tub of margarine,
I would have died from a coma, and I would have been dead anyways.
And causing me to get severely nauseous and vomit it up. And then I would have had to force myself to continue eating it, causing me to vomit more, and that would have made me stay awake. I would have considered that, although that would have been a grotesque way to die.
You know, now that I think about it, I should have said, I would have went on the street and just poured hot butter and laid on it until my skin is just crispy.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck?
Hey, it would have worked. It would have worked.
No!
Because he fell asleep, and then in his dream, he got cooked to death.
Right? But he wasn't dreaming.
I don't think I'm falling asleep.
And I don't think anybody can deny that if you fucking pump your eye out of socket, there should be enough adrenaline rush and pain that you're not even gonna fall asleep. You're gonna be so fucking worried about your eye dangling. Right? Sleep is not an issue. Like eye dangle trumps sleep all the time. So Danny, hesitantly, I give you the point.
Yeah.
Good try, everybody though. Well, except for Corey, that was pretty fucking weak.
I didn't want to gouge my eyes out.
He didn't want to face plant into butter, so
Right. Like to me, it's just like this soft, just a tub full of soft margarine.
Vic,
yes.
Vic, your item is a large bag of Pop Rocks.
Ooh,
Oh, all right.
Large bag of Pop Rocks.
ooh. Oh, the possibilities.
Danny,
Yeah.
your useless item is an e-cigarette, menthol flavored.
I mean, they're pretty fucking useless.
Yep. Hey Corey,
Oh no.
Mr.
Corey,
He's a
your
fully
useless
assembled Mr. Potato Head.
Mrs.
item
Potato
is-
Head.
is an angry beaver.
Ooh.
An animal, not your girlfriend.
Oh, ooh.
Hey, I have been roasted.
Like Vic with his butter on the sidewalk. So, gentlemen, I need to know how an extra large bag of Pop Rocks, an e-cigarette menthol flavored, and an angry beaver is going to get you out of this situation.
Tell me.
What? You're Houdini, locked in a straitjacket and submerged in water when you accidentally swallow the hidden key.
Rip.
Gentlemen, you're submerged underwater, Houdini style, upside down. And I need to know, Vic, how your bag of Pop Rocks is going to save you from this situation.
All right.
Oh, Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Little did anyone know, before I started doing this magic act, I shoved the bag of Pop Rocks up my ass.
It's right up there with the Nokia and the battery for the.
I'm just going to pause this a moment, and I want everybody to visualize the backstage, like, dressing room, right, of a theater. It's a small room, maybe with some costumes and a big full mirror with lights, right? And Vic is standing there feeling a little horny, and he's kind of like half rubbing his crotch, and he's like, fuck. He's like, I need to feel good. And he looks down and he sees a bag of Pop Rocks, and he's like, oh, fuck yeah. And then like
No,
fisting these Pop
That's
Rocks
not-
into his
that's
ass.
not. Oh my god, that's not how it went at all. I asked the showgirl that helps me to put it in my ass.
Right, that's what you tell your publicist.
She's got a
Okay, so
fucking funnel
continue.
and she's pouring them into my.
All right, so, well, I swallowed the key, got a bag full of Pop Rocks in my ass, and as soon as I start submerging myself completely underwater, you know, they have a chemical reaction to liquids. No! And
It's gonna rock it out.
you know, it's gonna come out either one way or the other.
Oh my god.
And we're getting that key, and I'm finishing my magic act. And what people don't know, the people are gonna wonder, where'd all that fizzly water come from?
Oh.
And I'm gonna just take a bow. See, magic.
Meanwhile, there's bubbly foam coming out of your ass. Looks like someone overfilled a washer.
I'm gonna be standing on stage, just little fizz coming out, little. Oh my god! Take a bow. A bit of foam spurts out. All right,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Fuck, man.
So Danny, I think you're completely boned,
No, man, I got this.
but I need to know how your e-cigarette menthol is going to help you out of this situation.
Put it in your ass.
The menthol cigarette tauntaun, Danny.
I'm gonna tauntaun in the menthol. No, it's obvious. Menthols are fucking disgusting. So I'm gonna take like a drag off of it and throw up violently, and get the key that way. And then I'm
Underwater?
Underwater.
Yeah, underwater.
Underwater.
How are you gonna breathe through it?
It has an area.
Magic.
It doesn't matter if I'm breathing it. Once I taste that nicotine flavor, I'm gonna vomit just hard. So fucking hard because it's disgusting.
Okay. That's not bad, actually. Corey.
Fuck.
You're hanging upside down in this tank. You swallow the key in your straitjacket. The angry beaver that's in the tank with you, for stage purposes, is there staring at you, blank-eyed.
Oh boy, am I glad this is an angry beaver, because
I'm
gonna kick at this angry beaver and I'm gonna agitate it, and it's gonna get mad at me, right? So it's gonna want to attack. So here's what it's gonna do. It's gonna go up my ass. It's gonna fish that key out, and as soon as I feel it grab that key, I'm just gonna shit out the beaver right up my ass.
I think in the realm of realism, only one of you has like this method that might actually work. In the realm of fantasy, look, I'll be honest with you, Corey. I appreciate you shoving a beaver up your ass, but I doubt that you can actually shove a beaver up your ass.
You don't know me.
The problem that I foresee is that you would have had the key in your mouth, gotten dunked in the tank, and in the span of a breath, you would have swallowed this fucking key, right? So it wouldn't have had time to go anywhere near your digestive tract yet, much less, get into your intestines, where anything such as Pop Rocks or beaver would be able to reach it.
I think what he was inferring is that the beaver is just gonna burrow him inside out. Just rip him from the anus.
Hey.
Get my
Down.
asshole.
You gotta understand, with enough Pop Rocks,
I think that, although I don't think that you would be able to inhale the e-cigarette underwater, I think that it would be too easy to like chew on it.
Yeah.
And then get that nicotine flavor all over you.
Oh.
Which would probably cause you to fucking vomit uncontrollably, and then possibly the key would come out. And I think of the three situations, I'm going to have to give it to Danny. Because in a realistic, if you were really underwater, I think that would have been the most effective. I'm surprised, Corey, you didn't go with the easy solution of just kicking the beaver and then having it, like, angling your body so it eats through the bindings that's holding you.
Nah, it's got to go on my ace.
So yeah, there we go. Danny, you go ahead and get the point.
Yeah.
So good job, everybody. The score as it is right now, Corey, you have 0 points. Never stopped you before. VicVictory has 1 point, 1 lonely point, and Danny has 2 points,
2,
towering above his competitors. Are we good with this? Move on.
You're the boss.
Let's go ahead and move on.
Hey, boss.
All
right, so
Karen's over there dying, listening to you guys.
all right, so let's go ahead and move on to some video game news. Not a lot has actually happened in the past 2 weeks.
It really hasn't.
What about the Lawbreakers thing?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. You might want to fill us in on that. But I do have a few things that caught my eye in the news world. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition is announced, and a release date has been set.
That was like the Game of the Year 2 years ago, though.
Well, what's different about this one than it was like when Fallout 4 first came out? Well, they didn't have a Game of the Year edition. They had the Collector's Edition had came out.
Jeez, Danny, don't you get it?
Yeah, but
the difference between this one and that one is it gets released this year.
Right. Okay. No, I see what they're doing. They're doing the Skyrim thing. My bad.
Kind of. On September 26th on PC, the celebratory outlining comes with Fallout 4 base game and all 6 of its varying quality add-ons, including Nuka World, Vault-Tec Workshop, Contraptions Workshop, Far Harbor, Wasteland Workshop, and Automatron. For the sake of context, it's actually a pretty fucking modest price considering everything that you're getting. They do also are going to re-come out with the limited edition Pip-Boy, real-life Pip-Boy. And if you're looking at getting that, plus all the other content, it's a $99 price tag.
Excuse me.
Which, although it is, I think, a bit overpriced, considering how old Fallout 4 is, there was a huge demand for the Pip-Boy, and they weren't able to deliver on that. So I think if this was something that you really fucking wanted, then I think the price is okay. Because the game itself is still going on for like fucking $50.
Yeah, I could see like my sister wanting that, but like I don't get how it was the game of the year when it was a game 2 years ago. But whatever.
All right. Well, there's a new game that popped in console breakers, and it's on there for $30. It's not. I mean, it looks like a AAA title, but it's half the cost.
It's just an A title.
Yeah, it's an A and a half.
Maybe a high B plus.
Yeah, but it's pretty much what everyone is saying and what I've seen from it. It's Overwatch meets Rocket League. Overwatch team play with zero gravity.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to look it up to understand. And a lot of people are getting into it.
Wait, I think we've gone over it a couple times in this, and meh has been our general.
Yeah.
It's out for console right now.
Yeah.
I got another bit of Fallout news, and it might just be because I've been playing Fallout 4 a lot recently. I have the time, so
yeah,
why not, right?
Right.
Fallout 4 is actually getting a post-nuclear board game from Fantasy Flight. It includes quests, the bat system, power armor, they're all here, and it's a hexagon board, which means that it can be like jumbled up into like different variations.
Ooh.
It comes with it's a game that supports 1 to 4 players, with a choice between 5 really cool miniatures, and I think the currency is actual bottle caps of Nuka-Cola bottle caps with the currency written on it, so like a 1, a 5, a 10, etc.
Yeah. Neat.
They haven't came out with any details on pricing just yet, but it will be coming out in quote-unquote the coming months. So it is still something that they are working on, and it should cover Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, but they have mentioned they completely left out New Vegas or any kind of New Vegas references from the game, which I think is probably for the best, because I think New Vegas lost a lot of players.
What?
So that was that. Dynasty Warriors!
Ooh.
Dynasty Warriors 9 has been confirmed for PC.
9! Holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm super kind of stoked at that. I'm like a huge Dynasty Warriors fan. Like, I love the gameplay, but I don't know anything about it. Like, I never paid attention more than I just like running around kicking the shit out of people.
It's really fun, to be honest.
It's really button
the game
mashing,
itself,
and that's cool.
Yeah, but the game, the missions you do are actual, things, not completely 100%, but they're history reenactments of the story of the 3 kingdoms and all that stuff. Most of that stuff did really happen, but
not as incredible as on the game. They did say that Zhao Kang was a confirmed playable character. I don't know what that means. But all 83 characters from Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires were slated to return. So that's good as well. But that's pretty much all they said. They put out a few screen caps of it. It looks gorgeous. But other than that, they haven't really said very much about...
Can you make your own character?
No, I don't think so. They didn't mention anything about that.
All right. I remember, I can't believe they're up to 9. I thought they'd be up way farther because they've had like subsections like Dynasty Warriors Extreme and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then where would Final Fantasy be right now if that was the case?
Yeah,
Just saying.
Final Fantasy, the last one we promised.
No Man's Sky expansion came out.
No.
Atlas Rises.
Yeah.
After weeks and months of ARC shenanigans, it looks like Hello Games is gearing up to unveil the next major No Man's Sky update. Update 1.3 is called Atlas Rises. It will focus on improving the central story of No Man's Sky. There's a story. And adds the ability to quick travel between locations using portals.
And you finally get to see other people in the planet.
Yeah, supposedly.
I just made that up, but okay.
That would only that only really matters if there are other people playing this fucking game. Which, considering that it was the biggest fucking flop.
Yes, it was.
You know, nobody really plays No Man's Sky anymore. And in fact, most people tried to give it a good college go just to get past the 2 hours that, you know, Steam won't fucking refund you for the game.
I couldn't even. I watched somebody stream it release date, and I was just like, nope, this is dumb. I couldn't play this.
Yeah.
Okay, so Friday the 13th, weapons are being nerfed because all the camp counselors won't stop fucking killing each other.
I saw that. Shit's great.
According to Publisher Gun Media, they said that
versus the just for the record for the what is it, the game that we played, Dead by Daylight, you can't kill your friends in Dead by Daylight. You can leave them, but you can't kill them.
You can leave them behind.
Just
hashtag promotion, self-promotion.
According to Gun Media, they said the biggest thing we've heard from our community with the game are issues pertaining to rampant team killing that has unfortunately been abused by players on all platforms. While the mechanic's intent is designed to promote life or death experiences into each and every game you play, the reality has turned into more of a battle royale scenario to a point where our team feels a change needs to be made. So instead of one maniac murderer and a host of victims, Friday the 13th is a maniac murderers as far as the eye can see, one of whom just so happens to be properly attired for the job and is a little better at it. Because of that, the developers are taking away your toys. The next patch will disable counselor team killing through the use of weapons, including shotguns and machetes in the public games. There will still be some ways for counselors to do harm to one another. Player-driven cars will still be able to run down and kill counselors. That actually wasn't possible in the beta, but it led to abuse by players who would simply stand in front of cars to keep them from moving. And bear traps set by counselors will still do damage to other counselors who step on them. According to Gun Media, they said, our team believes that the ability to hurt other counselors is something that this game should have, as it adds tension and requires players to make tough calls. However, we do not believe this should be a mechanic that is abused by players to the point where a vast majority of our current communications from fans are complaints of rampant, unwarranted team killing, griefing, or trolling. We will include this mechanic in private matches for now with the hope of better options in the future. There's no word on when the update will go live, but they said it's going to come back, like it's going to hit really fucking soon.
It's like a situation where it's fuck you, you're on your own, and blow your teammates' name caps off and just jet on out.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Yes.
Apparently deletes your save file for dying too often.
Yep. Permadeath.
Yep. In this warm review, Senua's Sacrifice is a powerful portrait on the strength of the will over personal demons. However, they did discover that there is a permadeath situation where if you keep fucking dying, the game will be like, well, fuck you, and like delete your save file.
You die.
So you have to fucking start all over again.
You die and go to hell.
Yeah, so there we go. I thought that was actually really fucking cool that they introduced that. While I think the more casual player might be put off by it. For example, you have players that just want to explore the world and maybe, you know, they died a little too often. The unnecessary risk takers. You got the people who, like me, just kind of just want to play casually and don't want to get too intense about it. I think that could be kind of harmful, but I think it adds a layer of tension to think that I can only die so many times before I have to start this shit all over again, so I should be more cautious.
I mean, the easy fix to that would be setting an option where you can disable it, but if you do disable it, you can't earn a trophy for having it or something like that.
Yeah.
That way, like the
Game
hardcore
setting,
players can.
I like
Yeah, that's reasonable.
That's fair.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a good solution, I suppose. I mean, they're gonna do whatever the fuck they want to, but I mean, that's that. And that's pretty much all the news that I got. Besides a few indie games and stuff that are coming out. Yeah, go ahead.
Does anyone ever did Resident Evil 7 ever through that Not a Hero DLC yet or not?
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Because it's been like that for like last year, right?
It's as of I don't know.
I heard they delayed it because they wanted to make it really amazing, and they redid everything from scratch again.
Yeah, it was supposed to be released in spring, but apparently the last news anybody ever heard of it was April 25th, and that was that it got delayed at an unconfirmed date. Nobody still knows when it is, so I don't think it came out yet.
Also, we were talking about Dynasty Warriors. I just wanted to ask if anyone remembered Dynasty Warriors Gundam Battle Assault.
Yes.
I remember, but I never played.
There was also the whole thing they had where it was called Gundam Battle Assault 2, and they had all the Gundams, and it was like that 8-bit fighting game. It was like a Street Fighter game. It was pretty fun. Look that up.
So does anybody have any more news?
They released the Call of Duty World War II trailer. No one cares. Okay.
I'm so excited about that. But hey, didn't they just release the Firestar?
Yes.
Or Injustice?
I can give you some Injustice updates. They kind of released some new stuff. Nerfed some people. Aquaman got nerfed. He hit so fucking fast and hard. They nerfed him. Starfire dropped, and at the same time, a premium skin of Bizarro dropped.
Yeah, you were excited about that one.
I am, and I am gonna buy him Payday. His quips are so fucking funny. Like your overconfidence is your undoing, is what Superman says, and he goes, "Your underconfidence is your overdoing." God damn it, Bizarro!
Thank you, Bizarro. Thank you for that insight into human flaws.
Thank you. But he's not the New 52 Bizarro, where it's a direct clone of Superman, B0, but he's the Bizarro world Bizarro, which is kind of cool. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
and it's good. I enjoy it, man. He has me cracking up.
Did you want the other one?
Which other one? What?
Because I really don't know much about the superhero world, but the one you said before, were you looking for a certain
I wouldn't
style?
want the clone one. The clone one's kind of a Frankenstein monster kind of thing. I love him. Don't get me wrong. B0 is so great, and I'm glad that he's back in the Rebirth series. But
yeah, but it's two different kind of things. Because if you say that it's Bizarro from Bizarro World, then that means Bizarro World exists.
Yes, and Bizarro World doesn't exist anymore in
Yeah.
continuity. So, but having him in this game is great because it's fucking funny to put Superman against Bizarro. And he's like,
I always kind of felt that Bizarro World was like what was that guy's name? Mixixel or whatever. Yeah, Mixelplix from fucking Flintstones.
Well, no, that's Kazoo.
You thinking of the Great Zazu or something?
That's Kazoo.
Yeah, him. No, I thought he was with the Jetsons, or was he both?
Maybe it's all the same character.
I think it's all the same character, but both. But it's this sort of like this tie-in, and it's sort of like they did it, and I don't know if it was the best idea to do it. You know, like they're running out of content, so let's just throw something crazy in there, and.
Woo. Well, it's like they throw Mixelplix whenever they want to fucking redo continuity, like poof, whatever.
Yeah, it's like Star Trek. It was like it's not interesting enough, so let's throw in the cues.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, sure, okay. Like, do you have nothing else besides that?
Right.
And not that I feel like that way against Bizarro World, but I think that it was just that kind of oddity where it's like you didn't really necessarily need that at all. But I felt like they did it because maybe, I don't know, they got tired of just the human or regular bad guys. Yeah. I mean, after a while, you have to get so fucking galactic that it's ridiculous. You know, it's
I wish we had time to go into the comic book news. Maybe I should start my own comic book podcast or something. But it's so great right now.
I have
Comic
another
cast.
thing that I saw, and it's not has anything to do with video games per se. But I was walking around Walgreens, and I was picking up drinks and stuff, and we needed some like medicine for the baby and that kind of thing.
Right.
And I always walk into the toy section because, Danny, you know I like collecting like the Star Wars figurines and stuff.
Did you find your pop that you the solid white boba?
Yeah, like the solid white boba and all that. So I love collecting those. Like I know your thing is pops. Mine are just like action figures still in the box and stuff.
Yeah.
So I go through there every now and then because Walgreens has like exclusives over some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's right down the street, and who cares, right? So I go there and I'm looking through the toys. And they have like the orange Daredevil, which I don't really give a shit about, like, and some of the other ones. But then I notice they have Thor, the new Thor.
Yeah.
And she has her own action figure.
Cool.
And I was like, that's fucking rad. And she looked badass as fuck, man. The only reason why I didn't fucking it's just Thor. The only reason
whatever. She is a badass, and I love her.
And the only reason why I didn't fucking grab it, it's because they're starting to do this thing in those box sets. And it's I don't know when they fucking started this, but it's annoying and they need to stop. And that is they put them out in a series. So for example, they have like the Fantastic Four, right? And they'll have all four of the Fantastic Four, maybe like Doctor Doom. So that's 5. But in each package, they contain a piece of another superhero.
Yeah. I like
so
that.
The idea is you collect the set, and then you can assemble the 6th superhero or whatever. And in this one, it was the Hulk, who you could assemble. So it was like her in all her glory and majesty as Thor, and then a fucking Hulk leg sitting next to her.
I dig it. I like it.
And I was like,
because
I don't fucking like this.
I do.
Because here's the thing, as an adult, we can go ahead and look for those things and we can buy them, but those toys were intended for kids. When you were a kid, when the fuck did you ever fucking collect an entire set of anything?
Right?
I did.
Had the money
I remember
for it.
No.
Baby.
I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, they used, they sell snacks and stuff, and they used to come with this little like plastic, not cardboard, but the hard plastic, and they were like pieces, and you'd break them out of the little sheet, and you'd assemble them. I don't know if you guys ever remember that. You can assemble like planes and. Oh.
No, you're making things up.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
You don't have to make things up to be friends, okay? I like them because I do want to get like the collection of the Justice League for this new movie, so I can make fucking Steppenwolf, because fuck, Steppenwolf's gonna be in a fucking movie. Ah! Sorry.
Speaking of, I have been totally geeking out about fucking Frank Castle being fucking War Machine.
Yeah. I cannot wait to get to that point in the books, man. Oh my god. Like I got leave coming up, and I'm just gonna sit there and fucking purge my books that I haven't read, because who else deserves to be the master of fucking machine guns?
Man, I don't know. I think that's like when. And here's the thing, and this is where I always have problems when you have these serious vigilantes like Frank Castle, the Punisher, right?
Yeah.
Or even a Ghost Rider, okay?
Yeah.
I guess he can fall in this situation.
Yeah.
Where you have, and he's in Marvel, right? He's in the Marvel universe. He exists. And the Avengers are all together, and they blow up a city, right?
Yeah.
But how many bodies are there?
So many.
I'll tell you, none. They kill the aliens, but they're not human, and they don't actually like glorify the bodies or anything. Even an Iron Man with the rockets and bullets and guns and all the projections that he has, there's no gore or violence.
Yeah, but there should be.
There should be, but there isn't.
So much collateral.
And then Yeah, and then when you throw in somebody like the Punisher in the War Machine armor, you're talking about the streets will run red with fucking blood.
Oh, it's gonna rain blood, bro.
And even though, yes, the Avengers do have a lot of collateral damage and the like, you know, it's not exactly like they slaughter a city fucking block. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's no intent to do that kind of damage to people. Their weapons are designed to take down far superior enemies, and even then, it won't like blow up Galactus. You know, he's not going to rain down fucking internal organy bits all over the fucking world. Right. It just stuns him or gets rid of him or scares him off or whatever. It incapacitates him, and then I think that putting Frank Castle in the fucking suit, I think that's gonna. I don't know. Am I the only one who has like this fucking?
No, I'm fucking amped. I saw it and I thought it was gonna be a movie thing, and then I, read the article because you gotta. I was like, oh my god, I need to catch up on my books because the Punisher books are fucking brutal, man.
Yeah, like I said, they're really brutal, and it's hard to imagine that he's in the same, universe as like Captain America.
Not to me, because I've read the Civil War Punisher journal, and oh my god, dude. Like, I love Frank.
It's almost like seeing Deadpool interact with, the X-Men.
Side note, Deadpool's killing the Marvel Universe again in a side story.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
And then
I read the Deadpool kills Marvel. Is it a follow-up or?
I don't know yet. I haven't started.
Because that's where he got his sword.
Because there was a trilogy.
Because that was where
this is a new story. This is all new story.
Because that's where he got the sword that can disable healing factor
and destroy continuity.
Yeah.
That's just a side effect.
And for those of you who have not watched the series yet, I highly recommend watching Iron Fist on Netflix.
You are literally the first person I've ever heard say, "Hey, watch this. It's good." Because everybody else is like, don't do it.
I like it a lot. Like, I the only reason why I watched Daredevil, granted, I haven't watched Jessica Jones or Nick Cage or Luke Cage, whatever it is.
Luke Cage is good. I love it.
Yeah, once you get into like the 8th fucking episode.
That was my beef with it too.
But I watched Daredevil only because on the splash screen on Netflix they had The Punisher.
Yes.
And I was like, Frank Castle, I want to have your babies. So I watched it.
He is such a good Frank Castle.
He is so good. But here's the thing. The Daredevil story branched off into 2 stories.
Yes.
Right? At the same time. One of them was going after the Kingpin, which I really, really, really enjoyed that storyline.
And I'm happy they did
that. The second one broke off and was following the Hand. The Japanese... whatever, Chinese mafia people,
Japanese, look at these.
Yeah, and I did not give a single fuck about that entire storyline with her and Elektra and all them, okay? I really liked the Kingpin, Frank Castle, that storyline. So when Iron Fist comes out, the entire story is focused on the Hand and focused on, the whole Asian side of where Daredevil left off. And I was kind of unsure about it.
Yeah.
But they did a really good fucking job, man. And it left you on a nice little cliffhanger where I can't wait until the next season if they ever make it.
Well, what's next? What's Defenders?
And that same chick is in the fucking is in the show again.
Rosario Dawson, my baby mama.
Yes.
Get off my Kool-Aid, motherfucker.
She's in Iron Fist, and she plays a heavy role in that.
She played a big role. She played a bigger role in Luke Cage, which I was happy about.
Yeah, I think she goes back, and in the show she mentions Daredevil and she mentions Luke Cage.
Yeah.
And she's developed as a character like across, because like I said, I didn't really watch Luke Cage, but I did watch all the way through Daredevil, and it was really cool to see how she's so fucking broken in the Iron Fist. Like the moment he starts going dark and starts like revenge, she has like this you need to hold the fuck up. And he's like, get out of my way, it's my destiny. And she like grabs him and she's like, no, you need to sit down and shut the fuck up. And then she gives him this fucking spiel about how, you know, she knows people who want to be fucking superheroes and who go off on the fucking deep end and they're all fucking broken and tragic. And, you know, they're not here anymore. And you're following the same fucking path. And I'm not going to stand here and watch you fucking do this. And so she's like coaching him not to be a shitty fucking superhero.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really fucking cool. Like she's like almost like his grounding rod in reality. I don't know. I thought it was a great fucking show. There's not too many spoilers or anything that I put out for that. So if you haven't watched it, I really highly recommend that you do. I thought it was good. It takes a little while for it to get started. Like don't get me wrong. Like you get hooked like in the first show, but he doesn't actually start showing his powers or start doing anything super until like the third episode. So it's actually pretty cool. I like it. And you will find that those characters in there, like the human characters, are the biggest fucking scumbags. And I have to give some kind of fucking credit because at one point in the show, I stood up and walked away from my computer going, ooh, because who the fuck walks into the fucking the base of the triads and
Luke Cage
talks to the boss, and the boss is like, we're gonna fucking kill you, and he's like, dude, I'm here to stop the hand. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, the hand? We apologize. You can go ahead and leave. We're gonna back down. You'll never hear from us again. Goodbye. And they just fucking disappear.
What?
And he's like, tell me about the hand. What about the hand? And they're like, fuck you. We want nothing to do with them. And they just leave. And it was like, who does that? That the whole triad is like, peace. Keep the drug operation. Keep our fucking docks. Fuck the fact that you killed my men. Screw it. Who cares? I'm out of here. Goodbye. Like, want nothing to do with this whole situation. I was like, what kind of fucking badass is this?
I'm excited for the Defenders because there's a scene where Iron Fist punches Luke Cage and neither move. It just, so good. I'm excited.
So it's really good. It's really good. I feel very, at least with Iron Fist, like I said, I need to watch Luke Cage. I hear that it's good once you get past the incredibly boring fucking like first 7 shows or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about Luke Cage besides the fact that he's like invincible. But I do know that
Vic fell asleep.
Probably.
VicVictory. Vic history.
He did fall asleep.
No, he fell asleep.
All right, let's move on.
Right.
Let's move on.
We're moving on to the movies. Fucking Vic. What a loser. All right, we're moving on. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Vic, wake the
Spoiler
fuck up, you
alert.
stupid jerk.
Vic fell asleep because,
He fell asleep.
It's past his bedtime. Who is this? Is this Chris Box? Did he change his name?
I'm so done. Just give me all the points. We'll wrap it up. Call it a day.
All right. So this week's homework assignment was Judge Dredd, 1995, starring Sylvester Stallone, Diane Lane, Max von Sydow, and Rob Schneider. Oh God, what is there to say about this movie that is anything positive? I have no idea. Who the fuck wanted us to watch this fucking movie?
That was me. That would be me.
Dude, I don't know why
He's fucking snoring.
I don't know why the fuck you wanted us to watch.
I'm still here.
Were you sleeping?
No, I'm breathing heavily.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you breathe heavily like...
Yeah.
What?
I had my tonsils taken out.
Then you shouldn't be able to do that.
I'm so
I don't know. They did it wrong.
My man's fell asleep, yo.
I did it.
Whose man's is this?
Did not.
Okay.
All I know
talking-
is that whoever wins this,
Castle Frank.
you better hope I don't fucking win it,
Okay.
because I will pick this fucking movie.
Sweet, beautiful revenge, huh?
He's not possessed. He just has a tiny man zooming around his body. Better buckle up. Science is a bumpy ride.
Oh, goddamn,
1987.
no.
Is it
Love
Flubber?
No.
I like Flubber.
No.
It's Inner Space.
Moving on.
Well, I hope I win.
Let's
It's
do our
been like
review.
3 weeks.
It's got Meg Ryan in it. Anyway.
Who?
Anyway. Let's go ahead. Judge Dredd. Danny, since you picked this fucking horrible monstrosity of a fucking movie, what when was the first time you saw it, and why the fuck did you want us to watch this?
I probably 95 is when I first saw it on VHS. What's a VHS? Those out there who don't know what a VHS is. VHS is a plastic case about this big, a little bit thicker, that used to hold movies when they were on film. Film is the thing. Oh, God, there's too much to describe for this. Never mind. Look it up.
What does VHS stand for?
Video hard shit? I don't know, man. I don't. Anyways, when I saw it, I was, it's super indicative of 90 comic book movies, and I'm on this whole comic book kick that I apparently am obsessing my life over now. And I picked it because 90s comic book movies were one or the other. They were super campy.
You picked it to see Noodle suffer.
Or they were, that too. Or they were just awful. There was no in between. It was just painful all around. So I went with it.
In the era of movies, you had this fine line of, and you see this a lot in 90s films, where they tried to be campy. They tried to be, I'm not going to say lighthearted, but I think they completely missed the direction of what they were going for. For those of you at home who don't know, Judge Dredd was actually a comic book prior to the movie and then the movie adaptation.
Comic book.
Yeah, it was a very violent, very gory comic about a post-apocalyptic world, and it was very gritty for a comic.
Yeah,
and the comic book had Sylvester Stallone in it.
No. When they brought it to the movie scene, they wanted to lighten it up, I guess, and they didn't want to delve too hard into the lore, so they kind of made up their own fucking story for it.
They watered it. They watered it down, basically.
Well, you see this a lot, and they watered it down a lot, and you see this a lot in comic book that were turned into movies early on, because I think they failed to understand what people wanted in the movies. They've gotten a lot better with it now. Like, comic book movies now are fucking amazing, right?
Yeah.
They're everything that we wanted and more. However, what you had was two different varieties. You had one variety of comic book movie is literally per the fucking comic, exactly how the comic portrays it, and that's where you get like Batman Forever.
Phantom.
Okay.
Baby.
Yeah, and you get these where they're really campy and they're really like for little fucking kids, and you don't understand how anybody fucking really hokey, and it's because they're trying to convert the comic bookness into a movie to make it real life, but more than real life, like this over the top.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what they did with Judge Dredd.
They did stay very true to the physical look of the outfits, though.
They did.
He looked like Captain Falcon.
He did.
Well, that's the way that they looked in the fucking comics, and they did a really good job there. But I think where comic books movies really hit the nail on the head was not basing everything off the fucking comic. To say, if this was in real life, how would this be?
Right.
What is the functionality of it? Where you have the Batmobile now isn't the fucking Batmobile. It's like this super fucking tank, because that's what you would need.
Right.
Comic, you can draw whatever the fuck you want. You can have these giant shoulder things, and his gold chains hanging down, and his fucking ribbed crotch, protection or whatever. Because it looks good in the comics, but in real life, it has little to no application. If anything, it would make him too big and bulky. It makes him a huge fucking target. It doesn't provide any kind of armor whatsoever. But if you look at the new Judge movie, the new Dredd movie that came out, his armor still looks traditional, but it's shrunk down. It's smaller. It's more tactical. It looks like it's a SWAT kind of armor.
Yeah.
Versus this big showy comic book armor that you have in Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
I have a thing to say. When I first saw the outfit, it reminded me of the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We had the one Turbo Man.
Where he's
yeah.
Where
he was the action figure.
Yeah,
it's painful.
exactly.
So Vic, when was the first time you watched Judge Dredd, and how did you feel about it being chosen again?
I watched it 2 weeks ago, and then I watched it again today.
Wow, so this is like the first time you've ever been subjected to Judge Dredd, huh?
Yeah, and I watched it the
I knew
first
he'd
time,
say
and
that.
I liked it. And I watched it the first time, and I liked it. Right? There were some things that didn't make sense. Then I watched it again, and then there were a lot more things that didn't make sense. And then, like, I liked it. It was good. But some of the lines were really corny, like "I am the law." He just paused. Yeah, and then what upset me was Rico when he says, "I want you to go start chaos out there." You want chaos? I am chaos. You want war? I am war. You want beginning? I am the beginning. Like he was supposed to say it all the way subtle.
I love Rico.
And then there was this counterfeit Lucy Liu, who all she did was show her tits once, and then they fought.
Cleavage.
Yes, fine.
Really nice.
Cleavage. Yes, it was, but she had no backstory, no nothing. She was just there.
Yeah, you're right.
And then
she got all hot and bothered when he started talking chaos and crazy and shit.
Yes, yeah. She just started like perking her tits up.
Corey, when's the first time you watched Judge Dredd, and how did you feel about being told that this was our pick?
I wasn't done.
I was a kid, and I was just like, nostalgia time? No, I'm not going to relive that. I'm just going to go off of memory. Thank you. Because honestly, I didn't want to relive it, so I'm just going to go off memory. I didn't much care for it when I was a kid.
To be fair, you was like 4, so when it came out.
But
like, the fuck is going on? I'm good, bruh.
You know, honestly though, Rob Schneider, that's like the most I've seen him as a supporting character.
Rob Schneider is the 90s.
Who casted that mook motherfucker, dude?
What they were going for was the comedy buddy cop thing that everybody was doing at the time and still do today. They were hoping that it was going to be the Chris Rock and fucking not Chris Rock, was it Chris Tucker and fucking Jackie Chan. They thought it was going to be, the fucking The Rock and whatever the fuck the actor's name is.
Zach Efron?
No, not Zach Efron. The black guy that he's in the movie with now. Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, yeah. Yeah, okay.
And they thought it was going to be this one guy is the super serious guy, and the other guy's like the comic relief, and it'll be great, and they're stuck together, buddies, and they're so opposite, and it's cute, and it really came off as so fucking annoying as Judge Dredd. I don't know why he just didn't fucking kill him.
It was so painful.
I got yes. I understand what you mean. Every time he said his name, Dredd, and then they don't want him to know it's him.
Fuck up, man. Like, he has no tact at all. He's like, Dredd. Like, he almost got him stabbed in the plane. He's like, Dredd. Got him caught when he was in the fucking base. I'm like,
although I think that if he did get him stabbed in the plane, it would be just desserts.
Yeah, I mean,
I was rewatching some of the film today so I can get some of the questions, and I'm sitting down at the dinner table. It's playing. The kids are watching it, and then we're only in the beginning. And we get to the part where they're having the fight in the city block, and the judge pulls him out of the fucking machine, and sentences him to 5 years in jail.
Yeah.
And my middle son, who is smart, by the way, like he catches on really quick to things.
Yeah.
He kind of was like, "What's wrong with him?" And I was like, "Well, he broke into the machine and he broke the law." And he's like, "No, what's wrong with him?" And he points to the judge. He was getting shot at. Like, he was just hiding. Why is he going to jail? And I was like, well, because he broke the law. And he's like, so? Like,
yeah.
Like, he understood at least the whole, dude, that was like his only way out. And if he had to break the law to get out of that, then fucking so be it, And, it was this really like hyper, I don't know. I just, me personally, I don't like the fucking movie because he's hyper.
All I know is that
everything is black and white. There are no shades of gray. you know, and that's the way
there's
it's
not
going to
50
be.
of them.
Oh, shut
I've
up.
heard there's at least.
You know what upset me though? The ending. The ending got me so mad. Like he just was there dying, and then I did it, and then like that's the last we saw of him, and then he rode off on his motorcycle.
He's like, bye.
That made me mad. Like, we're not going to help him. They're not going to give him a medal. Is he not going to help you in the command center? No, he's on the floor getting medical attention.
He's going back to work. Like, wait, no, you have to do some paperwork to be reinstated. Dredd, come back, dude.
Dredd, I knew you'd say that.
Can somebody get him? Can somebody get him? He needs to file his DD-92. He can't go out there without that. He can't do that.
And then he finally kissed the chick, at least.
They did, like, they were, believe it or not, going to make a Judge Dredd 2.
Oh, my God.
With Stallone.
I would have been down.
But it flopped so fucking hard that they opted against it. And what a lot of people don't realize was that the original script for Judge Dredd was originally written in 1980. But it went through so many fucking changes that by the time it came out as a different movie, and I bet none of you can guess which movie it was.
By the time it came out, Rob Schneider was born. It
actually came out as RoboCop.
No, it didn't.
No shit.
RoboCop was literally a transformation of the script from Judge Dredd.
RoboCop.
And if you think about it, it's almost a realistic version of Judge Dredd, really.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost a post-apocalyptic world, or at least very dystopian.
Side note, I liked the new one.
Rampant crime. Like the what?
Detroit.
I liked the new one. Detroit City, baby.
Well, I like both. Well, I don't know which one you're talking about, whether it's RoboCop or Dredd, but I did like both of them.
Both revamps, yeah.
Yeah, they were both very well done.
Yeah.
Notable scenes. Danny, do you have anything notable that really stuck out in your mind, whether it really pissed you off or you thought it was really great?
Every time I saw Rob Schneider, I was pissed off. Like, if you could take Rob Schneider's scenes out of that movie, or like he died in the plane crash, I would have been good. You wanted him to go the way of Sylvester Stallone, or not Sylvester Stallone. God, what's the fucking name of that guy? He was an action star in the 90s. He was always squinty, did kung fu. He was a white guy. Steven Seagal.
Yeah, Steven Seagal. So you want him to go the way of Steven Seagal in fucking Broken Arrow?
Yeah.
Where he saves the president. Yeah. He's in the movie for all of like 5 fucking minutes and
he
then
gets
dies
sucked out of the
crash.
plane. Yeah, I'm down.
And then you think the entire movie he's gonna come in. He's walking in right now. Like, he had to hang on to the bottom of the fucking plane. He made it. But no, he died, like, in the first 5 minutes of the fucking movie.
He did. He did.
Yeah, he was super dead. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I personally, like, if I had to pick a scene that really stuck out in my head, that kind of... I mean, the whole movie is so fucking blasé, really. I mean, it is. Like,
oh my God.
It's like they tried to make something very actiony, and then it just turned out to just be like, eh. You know, like this whole fucking, like, breaking into Alcatraz, you know, through the fucking pipe, the fire's coming every 15 fucking seconds or whatever, and then Rob Schneider falls down, and he's like, Judge, I fell down, Dredd! And it's like, he's dead to me. Like,
right?
You knew you knew what was gonna happen. Like, and if your dumbass falls in the fucking wood while fucking Jason's coming, I don't know. I don't even know. The soot. I don't know what the fuck he tripped on.
Like, one of the noticeable things was scenes for me was go for it.
No, I was gonna say, like, to me, like, what pissed me off the most is obviously Rob Schneider, but the fact that his character was so fucking obviously useless in the whole fucking movie, absolutely fucking useless.
He saved them.
Useless, fucking useless. A monkey could have fucking done that. Okay, I'm gonna cross some fucking wires. Fuck you. He was like 800 years old. Like,
he made popcorn.
He was in jail for being this fucking phenomenal, like, this hacker. You know, he broke into civil service things, and he would fucking do all that. You would think at some point the movie writers would have written in something for him to fucking do.
Yeah, something,
some
yeah.
code to bypass, some doors to fucking crack into, something that Judge Dredd couldn't technically do because he didn't know how to. That would have been pretty good, where he could have been the annoying fucking sidekick, but at least you would have seen the point why Judge Dredd kept him around. They constantly have to break into the Citadel or whatever, so he doesn't know how to bypass the codes, he doesn't know how to do anything, so Rob Schneider does it for him. You know, he hacks the camera system so they, Judge Dredd can go around, basically invisible until he can get his shit straight. He gets him into fucking locked doors. He gives him starting cash. They learn how to break into the city because, Rob Schneider bumbled his fucking way to do it. But no, at the fucking end of the movie, he somehow gets on the back of this fucking robot, which they never explain, even though the robot's
got a bullet in his gut.
Yeah, a bullet in his fucking gut, and the robots are pointing a gun at him, but he somehow gets on his fucking back, crosses some fucking wires, and breaks the fucking robot.
Like, it just, like, my cat could have done better.
Like, it would have been different if they would have introduced that he had some, like, pocket, like, Wi-Fi, hacking thing.
To be fair, it was hacking in the 90s where it was hacking in the 90s where you actually, like, hook up the cords and hack in that way.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be the fucking future. You can have a goddamn imagination. Star Trek had wireless shit. They weren't walking around with tricorders hooked up to their fucking ship the whole time. I mean, they had the idea of wireless technology. So what would have stopped them, even if they didn't have the mechanism, like even some jerry-rig, it just had some buttons and dials on it, and you had to pretend that it actually fucking did what it was supposed to. Why couldn't he have that, like, at his back? And then as the door's closing, you see him, like, pull it out and start tinkling with it,
like, hack the robot and control it.
Yeah, or something like that, but instead, no. And then... Here's the thing. Rico's bodyguard was the robot, right?
Right.
This robot was a discontinued army robot, right? That fought in wars. This isn't like some brand new fucking technology that nobody knows how to fucking deal with. This is like old expired armament.
Right.
That doesn't, it's bullshit. Like who the fuck wouldn't know how to get around it, And everybody that meets this fucking robot is surprised. And no one can fucking beat it. And it was like, are you fucking serious? This is some decommissioned ass robot from a war that they never fucking described from like 200 fucking years ago. And yet nobody knows how to fucking deal with this. No judge knows how to fucking deal with this. And I really like how it's supposed to be decommissioned and all he did was open up the head of it and fucking plug a wire and then all of a sudden it works perfectly.
Jump started it.
It's clear. Kind of goddamn had a fucking electric toothbrush and started his ass up with it.
You had a lot to get off your chest, huh?
Dude, this movie fucking pisses me off, and I do not like this fucking version of Dredd. And I don't think I've ever fucking liked it. My dad was a big fucking fan of it because he liked the original comic book movies, and you gotta remember this was when it was first starting to come out. Like the other ones that probably a lot of people don't know are like the Shadow, the Phantom.
Fucking Shadow.
I guess.
What about Freakazoid?
No,
but he was never a movie.
Wait, really? No.
Or a live.
But like those beginning era, like Dick Tracy. Like my dad was like a huge fan of those kind of movies, and I think
love Dick Tracy.
Fucking just fell flat on its face.
Yeah, it did.
And even growing up, I always saw Dick Tracy. I always saw fucking Judge Dredd being the wussy, nerdy fucking stepbrother of the really fucking good Stallone movie where he's a fucking cop brought into the fucking future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I still haven't
Demolition Man.
Yeah, Demolition Man. Like, Demolition Man was done right.
Yeah.
There's some parts of that that are cringeworthy, that you're just like, and it's 90s movies. But it was done really fucking well. And then you look at, like, Judge Dredd, and you're like, Judge Dredd is everything that's fucking wrong with this thing.
It's the antithesis of Demolition.
Ooh, good word.
Thank you.
The noticeable, what's it called? Some of the noticeable scenes I had that I really liked was when his mouth was sideways. I don't know.
Does anybody have anything to say? Anything else about this movie?
Ratings? I don't know.
Yeah, we can get to. We can get to
pictures. Oh, ratings first, then pictures, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Danny, what would you rate the movie, man?
A code 3 out of 5.
Code 3 out of 5.
Code 3 out of 5.
So you semi like it, probably mostly for nostalgia.
If it's on, I might keep it on. If I hear Rob Schneider when it's first on, I'm changing the channel. That's all there is to it, man.
I can just imagine you turn on the thing, Dredd! Dredd!
Nope, never mind. Where's the new one? I need to cleanse my brain. Fucking cuck.
Corey. Do I even have to ask what your rating is, man?
I'm going to give it a solid 10 out of 200 floors.
Solid 10 out of 200 floors.
That was good.
Well
that was a good one. Well done.
Good job. Vic. Don't feel like you have to conform. Just,
no.
I want your real opinion.
All right, I'll give it a 3.5. I knew you'd say that. Out of 5.
3.5 when you'd say that. Out of 5.
That was good.
I knew you'd say that, Vic. As you guys know my rating scheme, if you got 2 hours to blow or 2 hours worth to blow, I say fucking turn off the TV and lose your mind to the madness that the drugs are. You will have a far better time. And things will make much more sense like on the drugs. So that's that. Pictures, Danny, do you have a picture?
I definitely do.
All right, let's see.
You guys aren't ready for this, and I
oh my god.
I'm sorry in advance. Sorry,
Vic in the chat.
Not sorry.
Damn it! Oh my god! I'm what? Okay, I want to go last. That's okay.
Corey, do you have a picture? Did you even bother?
No, I'm not drawing anything for this.
All right, Vic, go ahead.
All right, so look, I made 2. I made a video and a picture.
I'll take one of them. I'll take the picture. No.
No. The video is the one I'm submitting, but I couldn't help it because I saw something, and this is what I did with it. And damn it,
I need to find a way to stream these when we do this.
This is what I made for the picture, and let me go look at the video.
I think we should look at
thinking
this
the same
somehow.
thing. I'm sorry.
That's so good. I approve.
And this is what I made.
Like the actual submission?
Yeah, the actual submission.
Oh, fuck. I like your style, friend. I like your style.
Oh my god, you didn't know how long I had to go look for that.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
What
No, God.
What?
Sorry.
Are we starting it?
All right, let's go.
All right, starting in 3, 2. Okay.
Brett.
Oh my god.
Brett. I'm so dead right now. I don't even know what to do.
Ay.
Oh, now you're just... Why?
Oh my god. Because that's the first thing that when I saw that reminded me of that.
Hey, you ready for mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this is mine.
Is it the fin?
No, three of a kind. Everyone gets a point. Fuck it. That's never happened in all the podcasts. Nobody has ever used the same.
It only goes to
theme.
show. It only goes to show that is the only part of the movie worth fucking watching.
Wow, I'm kind of sad though. I didn't get a chuckle from you from the video, Noodle.
I was laughing on the inside. If you're my pancreas, you'd understand. So Corey, because you didn't submit anything, I'm not gonna be able to give you a point, but I think Vic and Danny, you guys go ahead and get the point.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave it at that.
I cannot believe we all use the same pitch. That's insane.
That's insane. So we'll just leave it at that. God, that. Oh, Jesus. All right. We ready for questions?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody type something down below.
Mhm.
Question number 1. Question number 1. In the very beginning of the movie, Judge Dredd appears in the block, during the block war.
Yeah.
And he says, he pulls out a little spiel. So I need to know, gentlemen, what is the effective lethal range of a 20 millimeter caseless Fletcher round? What is the effective lethal range of a 20 millimeter caseless Fletcher round? Go. Danny, would I need to say that?
It's 200 meters, friend.
That is correct. Ding, ding, ding. Danny, you get 1 point.
I need a 10-second head start with the go thing. I'm not kidding. It's not going to process faster than his computer.
All right. Question number 2. We're 2 points. And question number 2, we're 2 points. What are the names of the 4 members of the Angel family? Go.
Fuck.
Danny?
I pushed the wrong button. I pushed my picture button. Damn it.
Oh,
I had it.
It's
Oh my
Paul,
God.
Danny,
it's Paul Mean. Hold on, let me find my note because I got it right here in front of me. Oh, where'd you go, you bastard? Paul Mean Jr. and Link.
That is correct. Ding, ding, ding. Correct answer. Paul Jr., Fink, and Mean. The Angel family.
Cannibals.
Well-known cannibals of the wasteland.
Well-known cannibals.
Hallelujah, brother. Hey, man.
Like when he said that, I was like,
calling down from the mountain.
I was just like, shut the fuck up, Rob Schneider.
He's like, yeah, well, I'm free and you're not, so who's stupid now, Dredd?
The only person I could have cast worse in that kind of role with that kind of character is Adam Sandler.
Knew you would say that.
Are we ready for question number 3?
I guess.
Question number 3. When Rico was incarcerated in prison, he had a word printed across his back. What was that word? Go.
Oh my God. I failed. I hit it too early.
I don't have it. That's something
All right,
I
Vic.
missed.
What was the word on Rico's back? Vic?
Vic?
What?
Go, Vic. What was the word on his back?
I don't remember.
Oh, Jesus. Corey, you wanna give it a go?
I knew you'd ink that.
No.
Damn.
Can I give it? Can I shot in the dark?
Sure. Sure.
Judged.
No.
No.
Incorrect.
Dredd.
He had the word Aspen written across his back. Aspen because he was part of the Aspen
God.
prison colony.
I feel stupid now.
So nobody gets the 3 points. All right, so gentlemen, the current points as it stands right now is Corey. You have 0 points.
Yeah.
No surprise, really.
Tight. It's still anyone's
Vic,
match.
you have 2 points.
I have 3.
You have 2.
You gave me 3.
You had 1 for the question and 1 for the picture.
Yep.
Oh. Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, I have it written fucking down, Vic. Yes, Jesus. You want to recount? I can recount real quick.
1, 2.
1 and 1. Make 2, Vic.
Oh my God.
Danny, you have 6 points.
Cool.
So go ahead and private message me however many points you'd like to gamble. Corey, I already know you're not gambling shit.
Oh
But
my
he's gonna.
God.
It's gonna be P. Sherman 42.
Guaranteed.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Shit, I should have said that for the tattoo.
Looks like we're watching Demolition Man.
I would happily watch fucking Demolition Man.
Oh, what are we? Let's see. We're doing. Okay.
He learned how to hack systems, and I learned fucking knitting. I love it. He knits a fucking scarf, like a sweater, the whole fucking movie. The movie's fucking awesome. That movie's fucking rad as shit.
It is. Like, which one came first?
The chicken or the egg?
All right, so everybody submitted the points. All right, so here's the question. Rico started his war, and according to Hershey, how many judges were killed within the first 48 hours? So, while the Misfits are thinking about that, why don't you at home enjoy this wonderful tune from Dana Songs? Dana Songs, it's what Misfit Inc uses.
And over on the stream, let's drop this Jeopardy theme. Oh, did you see what I did there?
No, I wasn't watching the stream.
Oh, I made a rhyme, asshole. I ain't gotten to make one all stream.
I got a stream going down my pants.
I have
Ew, whoa.
So are you down for that, Danny?
What's that? New campaign set in the 70s?
Yeah, 1971.
Fuck yeah, I am.
1971 America, and it's you are a human, like you're human. You're a person in 1971.
Do you have hair back then, Danny?
Ooh, I hear you. Hey, you had your dad then, though, right? So that'll be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for it later.
Are y'all good? Did y'all fucking
Almost.
submit shit already?
I think, yeah, I submitted. He's probably looking them up. Looking on Google.
Alright.
On my notes that I took.
All right, I think we got all the answers submitted. Corey, you're not gonna submit anything?
I have no points to gamble.
Still make a guess.
Hey,
You still win nothing.
Oh, hey, go.
All right, Corey.
I'm typing. Good read.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Oh, after the yawn.
No, keep it. Keep it in.
Hey, I didn't.
That's
think
what
the
she
track
said.
Was, I didn't think the track was that boring. Come on,
Right?
man.
I love Dano's songs. Noodle, Rude.
Dana Sangs.
Dano Sangs.
So welcome back. I'm tired.
Hey.
I was out cutting the lawn all day in the heat today. Okay, so the question was, how many judges did Hershey say died within the first 48 hours of the war started by Rico? We'll start from the top. Vic gambled 2 points. All his
in.
points.
I like
all
it.
in. Big dick's in, right, Vic?
Go hard or go
And
home.
his answer, he said, was 96. I'm sorry, Vic, that is incorrect.
What?
Close. Remarkably close.
Very close. Very close.
It was probably 98 and I messed up.
But no, not at all. Corey has bet 0 point. Danny, do you know what he wrote?
He did the West Philadelphia born and raised. bit.
No, you don't know what he was about to say.
I
He
knew you'd
said,
say
I
that.
have osteoporosis.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
It's terrible.
It's a terrible way to break your news to your brother. God damn.
Visit his
I have
GoFundMe page.
osteoporosis.
Danny,
Yeah.
bet 2 points. Playing it safe.
2 puntos.
2 puntos. And he said 108 in 48 hours. And that is absolutely correct, Danny. So that means
Yeah.
with a whopping score of I don't even know. It doesn't even fucking matter. You win. Like
8.
Are you sure? It didn't
Hey,
say
hey,
no.
hey,
He said, are you sure?
Like I didn't do it right. I lost all my points somehow.
Recount.
This motherfucker.
Recount.
No. Because I watched the movie today and I had the subtitles on and I saw the number 96.
96 is right. That was in the first. That was the first day, and then in the second day when he gets to her apartment and Rob Snyder is making a joke about her fucking. This is not going to get her cleaning deposit back. And then she pulls out the gun, and then they talk about 108 being assassinated in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Fucking Rob Snyder ruined that movie.
And I like how the one fucking thing that he was supposed to do, he couldn't even fucking fix her laptop.
No. Like, you're the greatest hacker, huh? You went to jail. What'd you do?
Popcorn.
What'd you do? Hack a fucking pop machine? You fucking mook? Ah.
Seriously. And I like how when he hacked the little service droid in the very fucking beginning, he was like covered in fucking noodles.
Oh, the recycled food bot.
Oh,
and it was like, you
gross.
have to be in the food container.
Like, yeah, you're so.
Did he sit in there and throw noodles on himself? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Anyway, Rob Snyder killed the movie. He's the reason why I'm dead inside. Rob Snyder is just Dredd.
Oh my God. Yeah, what if they made a movie where he is Judge Dredd, like on an alternate universe? It's Judge Dredd.
I'm the law.
I don't want anything to do with that.
You've been judged.
Stop, please.
Please no.
Free, scumbag.
You're a violation of 72.
Didn't they blow up some dude's car because
you can do it?
Didn't have a license or something?
They blew up his car because he was a four-time offender of driving with a suspended license, which I feel is fair.
Yeah, he was kind of a
no. So they blew up his fucking car. I remember being like, "What the fuck?"
That car? Fuck that car.
All right, so what movie are we guessing?
Man.
You ready?
So, Danny,
yes, sir.
You're being the winner. You get to pick our next movie. You pick something fucking good or obscure. God damn it! I swear to gods.
Let me pick.
We're sticking to the 90s, so this will give you a good frame of reference. To save his late father's toy factory, a fun-loving inventor must stop his evil uncle, a warmonger general who builds weapons disguised as toys.
Oh shit! Toy soldiers?
It's just toys.
Toys
with Robin
Toys
Williams.
with Robin Williams. Okay,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was.
You were just making my life hell, aren't you? You're just picking all the shit that I don't fucking like on Netflix.
This is what happens when you went against me 3 weeks ago.
We could have. If we wanted to stick with 90s movies, we could have did the Addams Family, 1991.
Who hasn't seen the Addams Family though? But okay, no. Since you've all seen this, obviously, and you guys are all like, yeah.
I've never seen that.
Vic,
I
shut the
I just
fuck
remember
up.
watching it. I don't remember if it's good or not.
I don't know what it's about.
Vic, shut the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put everybody through this one. This one's 2007. It's right on the cusp. After being falsely imprisoned, a vengeful murderer covers his tracks by enlisting the top help of a baker whose meat pies become a toast of London.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Demon Barber?
Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, baby.
I'm okay with that. I'm
gonna try to
one because I really like the movie.
What's up?
Really, 2007? Really?
2007, yeah.
Well, I'm feeling old.
Right.
I'm gonna really try to win next podcast.
I'm excited. I don't think we've done a musical since Genetic Rock Opera.
No, we haven't done the music since. We never did the rock opera when we did Phantom of the Opera.
And that was me too.
Yeah, that was you too.
I
I thoroughly enjoy Sweeney Todd, Demon Barber of Fleet Street, and of course I like Repo the Genetic Opera as well, but they don't have that one on here.
Not anymore.
So there you are, everybody. That's your homework assignment. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, 2007,
right on the
Tim
cusp.
Burton film, starring Johnny Depp, of course, because it's Tim Burton. Helena Bonham Carter, of course, because it's Tim Burton. Alan Rickman, however.
Yes.
Timothy Spall and Sacha Baron Cohen.
Of course. Sacha Baron Cohen's the guy who's Borat. who is classically trained in opera. Fun fact.
Yeah, he's a Borat.
Yeah.
Should have added.
Which is funny because when he came out, I was like, "Is that fucking Borat?" And then you didn't realize that he was actually originally trained in opera.
Yeah, classically opera
Wait
trained.
a minute.
Yeah.
Fun fact: when he went and went to, I want to say apply for this position, but he didn't apply for the position. He what was it like? Where the actors go and they try out for it?
Try out.
Casting couch.
Whatever.
Yeah, that casting couch. Shit. He didn't read the script. He didn't read the script. He knew nothing about the movie. He knew nothing about the play. He knew nothing about it at all. And so when he went in there, he said, "Look, I don't know anything about this, but I know it's a singer, so I'm gonna sing Fiddler on a Hot Tin Roof." So he sang it, and it was an amazing performance, and he got a standing ovation from the people who were there, right? And they were like, "You're amazing," but that is literally the exact opposite of Sweeney Todd. And so I don't know if you're gonna want to do this movie. And he said, "Yeah, I want to be in a musical. I think it's gonna be great." So they put him in there. Phenomenal role. Phenomenal. I fucking love him in it. Yeah. But that'll be a conversation for next week. Does anybody have anything else to add?
No, I want to go like move this desk because there's a tide coming in.
Oh God!
Fun fact: casting couch is also called backroom facial.
Oh, that's the more you know.
And it's amazing because I started it. All right, I was the original.
Who let you back in here?
Believe me. All right, no worries. We're gonna get on my boat. We're gonna get on my flying taxi car. We're gonna get out of Heavenly Haven. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go to London. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna eat meat pies. Astounding.
I'm gonna make sure you don't win this.
I actually want to eat a Donald Trump meat pie.
Oh my God! Ugh.
Fucking meat pie me.
Yikes!
What's our SHIT-uation, Noodle?
Oh yes, situation for everybody at home. And when I actually finally put these together and put them out on YouTube, we can go ahead and go over them.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at this. All right, so everybody back at home.
Oh no!
Ooh, shout out to that one subscriber.
Hey, we had 6 viewers tonight. Seriously, we had a lot of people. We have 3 right now.
You know why? Because I spam links.
I likes it. Use it.
Because it's Vic, Corey, and myself. So everybody back at home, this is your situation. You're walking home after a night out of wearing Lady Gaga's meat dress, and you were attacked by militant vegans. So you need to tell me how you're going to get out of that terrifying, dangerous situation using only a child's foam baseball bat.
Oh, wow.
So let me know down in the comment section below how you were going to use a child's foam baseball bat in order to stop militant vegans from killing you after wearing Lady Gaga's meat dress. So there we go.
I think the Lady Gaga one was one from the first episodes.
Yeah, I just remember Strike had a stale baguette, and he took off the meat dress, put it in the baguette, and ate the sandwich. And he ate it before the vegans could show up.
Well, I mean, doesn't the meat repel them automatically?
No, they're angry at you for wearing it.
And then they show up and see a naked person.
Oh no.
And I forgot what everybody else said, but I definitely remember that's what Strike said, because I was like, "That's really fucking clever."
Yeah.
Like, it's really fucking funny.
It was good.
He ate the sandwich.
Yeah, he just tore open his baguette and then stuffed the whole meat stew in there and then ate it like a big sandwich.
And that's it?
And that's it. And then when the vegan showed up, he was like, "I'm just a naked guy." Like,
the meat soup person went that way.
Yeah. I'm the streaker guy. The meat suit guy is that way.
Oh, fuck.
Situation avoided. Fucking classic. All right, so I think we dragged this on long enough. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Hope to catch you next week, either live on the YouTubes or, of course, sometime afterwards whenever I get around to putting these things out there.
And anybody who is not us watching, thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thank you once again for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna join myself.
bye, Felicia's.
Right now, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus.
Look, my life philosophy is grab one, don't be one. It's easy.
Let's get out of here. The water's getting too high. I'm out. It's been paradise, but I'm out.
Peace.
Too high water.
All right, so you guys need to give me a 5-second starter on